Hi everyone, I'm Daniel, and today I'm going to start another true solo run on the channel. You've seen me play before. I just recently did a Joe Diamond run through Edge of the Earth, and before that I did Stella Clark, Schizo Tool, and they were really good investigators in solo. They did very, very well, but I already did a rogue, already did a survivor, already did a seeker, so now I'm going to move on to a guardian, and we're going to go ahead and pick Carson Sinclair, and we're doing Night of the Zealot just to sort of see how things go. And Carson's kind of a fun investigator. I don't know if you've played him before, but he's got a lot of abilities and some fun tricks he can do. So let's see how he does here. I didn't really have time to build a deck, so I just picked whatever was like the most popular one on Arkham DB and just imported it in here. As you can see, there must be Hunter's Armor and Runic Axe in here, so that's at least good. Those are really good cards, Runic Axe especially. So let's get going. We've got 3 Doom on the agenda. You probably played the Gathering before. It's a pretty simple, straightforward scenario. And then we need to pick up 2 clues in total. So let's go ahead and do our opening hand and then see where we're at. Okay, we've got some skill cards here. Some practice skill cards, right? So that's going to be really good if we have a practice makes perfect, I think, in this deck. I think I remember seeing that. But yeah, leadership maybe a little awkward. A good commit. Perception's really good though, so we'll try to make that one work. We've got 2 skulls, as you can see, and 1 cultist, 1 tablet. Those are not too bad of modifiers. All right, so we start here. We've got 2 clues, 2 shrouds, so we can just kind of power through, I think, and get some clues. So not much to do other than to do that. Let's maybe commit this perception, go up 2. Being up 2 is a good number, right? Well, it's not good enough for that, so we fail that test. Maybe we'll get like lucky and get a 0 or a skull or something. So let's just investigate again with our second action. Well, that time we should have probably committed the perception. So I don't know if I want to waste it on the last action. Let's just investigate again. 0 -4. Well, it's not looking so hot right now, so let's go to upkeep and see what else we have in this. Oh, it's a Carson's signature card. Let's see what it says. It gives you 3 icons. Carson Sinclair deck only. Commit only to a skill test being performed by another investigator. If this test succeeds, the performing investigator draws 1 card. If this test fails, you draw 1 card. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use that card, so let's go to 1 Doom, 1 out of 3. Give this a good shuffle. And we have already drawn an enemy. Thankfully, this one does not spawn because it says to spawn it in the cellar. So we get a free encounter card right now. So no deal with that. So let's go back to our main job of getting clues. I feel like beating a -1 would be really good. So we might just commit this leadership for +1. So we're going 3 to 2. Hey, it's the Elder Sign. It's a +0, and I draw a card. I may resolve this effect anytime another investigator location resolves their Elder Sign ability. That's not great. By the way, we didn't really talk about how he's got an extra action that I unfortunately cannot use because you can only choose another investigator location to take an extra action. So that's not so good. But I do get a clue. And look at this. I got a working a hunch. I guess we took Seeker off class, right? For practice makes perfect. So we can just take a clue right now in advance, but I'm a little concerned that we want to save that for a higher shroud location. So let's just go like 2 to 2 again. There we go. 0 because we don't have any ghoul enemies. All right. Let's go ahead and advance. Now that we have a 2 clues that we can now move on. Okay. So we get to put in the set aside hallway, cellar, attic, and parlor, and then go to the hallway. Remove this from the game. All right, we got to Act 2. So this is the hallway, cellar, attic, and the parlor. Okay. So we're now here at the hallway for our last action. And then our next act is when the round ends, we have to spend 3 clues. So I think I just want to move to one of these locations and then maybe see if we can get some clues there. So let's go to maybe the cellar. Okay, after you enter the cellar, you take 1 damage. We can do that, and then we'll play this working a hunch, just get a clue for free. All right. Oh, well, that's that. We'll go to upkeep. We've got another As You Wish. Unfortunately, can't really do anything with that. So we'll go to 2 out of 3. So we've spent 2 rounds already. And then we'll take an encounter card. Ooh, an Obscuring Fog. Well, that's too bad. I probably won't be able to get that last clue, although I would like to get that victory point. When you clear off locations of victory, or with clues, you get a victory point. That's really good. But a 6 Shroud is probably not going to be something I can break my way through unless we get another working hunch. So maybe what I should do is just draw some cards and hope we find it. There might be some other good cards in here for us to use. Or we could just give up on this and not get this victory point. Maybe we'll get something up in the attic. Maybe there's a lower shroud there. Let's just draw a card and see what we get. An Overpower. All right, we don't have any enemies, so I think we're just going to get rid of, abandon that location, move over here, and then, I'd love to play the Safeguard, but this also isn't going to do anything much for us. So let's just move one more time and see what's up in the attic. So I need 2 more clues. So I'll take a Horror after I enter the attic, and as you can see, 1 Shroud is a little bit easier for Carson to deal with. So that seems good. So I drew a card, and then I moved twice. All right, let's go to upkeep. Ooh, and that's a bit of a tough weakness. So I can't play assets other than the double while it's in my hand. And, well, okay. Did I even take a mulligan when I played this one? When I drew my first opening hand? Probably not. Oh, well, I mean, that's okay. We're having a good time as it is. Okay, we're going to advance the agenda. Lead investigator must decide. That's me, Carson Sinclair. Discard 1 card at random from our hand or take 2 horror. Let's lose 1 random card since most of these aren't doing much for us. It's our Safeguard. Okay, well, we couldn't play an asset anyway, so that seems reasonable. Let's move on. We've got 7 Doom for the next agenda. We do still take an encounter card, and it's a Ravenous Ghoul. How are we going to deal with this? We don't have a weapon. We're going to have to maybe evade this thing and walk out. We can use an Overpower, maybe find ourselves another weapon. Our skulls are now -1. An evade would be pretty hard here. Let's do an Overpower and see if we can get ourselves through this. So 4 to 2, to 3 rather. Well, that is good for 1 damage. Let's draw a card. Another Overpower. I might just be able to get my way through this. Let's do this again. Up 1. A -1 from the skull as well. Draw another card. And a Vicious Blow. That's very funny because that would have helped us out much more before. So there is a +1. We've got this leadership. We could try to make this happen. I hate to waste the Vicious Blow here, but I'm not sure I can use any of these other cards. So let's try it. This is 3, and this is 4. So we want to beat those -1s. Yeah, there we go. All right, we've defeated, actually overkilled. So that is our whole turn. We'll work on these clues next round. Hopefully we still have the ability to do that. Fighting Lessons. Commit only to a skill test during attack or evasion. We get +2. That seems pretty good. 1 out of 7. Rotting Remains. All right. Unfortunately, I can't commit anything to this. We're just going 2 to 3. That is a -2. So I'm going to take 3 horror. 1, 2, 3. How much sanity do we have? 6. Well, I can't do that too many more times, huh? Okay. Well, we're going to go up 1 and just try to get a clue here. Yeah, this is 0. And then we can advance if we go back to the hallway. So let's do that again. That's good. And then we're just going to go back here. All right. Let's advance the agenda at the end of the round. Go to upkeep. There's a working hunch. We would like to go maybe go grab this victory point from the cellar. Um, let's do it. We advance here. The barrier blocking the passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. Okay. And now we're going to get Lita Chandler into the parlor. Also, we get the Ghoul Priest in the hallway. And this guy is pretty big. 4 fight, 4 evade, and 5 health. 2 health, or sorry, 2 damage, 2 horror, victory point. So we may be able to evade him or something, go down and grab this victory point. What we need to do is we need to defeat the Ghoul Priest. Well, we also have a resign. There's a resign here, so we might just have to do that. Okay, 2 out of 7, and my encounter card is a Crypt Chill. Well, we don't have any assets, so we're just going to be testing 2 to 4, and we fail, so we get to take 2 damage instead. 2 damage. Okay. So, I can't move, because if I try to move, I'll get an attack of opportunity, and then I'll just die here. So let's try to evade the Ghoul Priest at 4 to 4. We don't have anything else we can commit here. So we're hoping to draw a 0. Unfortunately, the skulls are not 0 right now because this is a ghoul. So we want to draw one of these 4 tokens. We did not. We fail our evade. So at this point, we might just be done. I think we could try to evade one more time at 2 to 4, and maybe we can draw an Elder Sign that does not do anything but draws a card. That might be good. That's a -4. Okay. We can try one more time. That's a -1. Okay, so we go to the enemy phase, and then we take 2 damage and 2 horror, and we are now dead. So we have been defeated, and we do go to a resolution for this one. So let's go get that campaign log out. Here we are. So resolution, not resolution 1, but we were defeated. So we're going to say that in our campaign log, their house is still standing, and we'll record that the Ghoul Priest is still alive. And then we do earn the Lita Chandler card and may include it into our deck. So that would be really nice to take that. Even though we didn't go talk to her, she helped us out. We're going to take a mental trauma, of course. Okay. And we get 2 bonus experience. Well, we did get 1 experience. I really wish I could have been able to move and go get this last experience too. But we'll get a total of 3 experience to upgrade our Carson Sinclair deck. So hold on, and we'll play the next scenario as well. Okay, we've set everything up for the second scenario, and I spent my 3 XP on Saga on the Runic Axe. I want to be able to maybe replenish some of those charges a little bit more quickly, because they, might have ran out during that first scenario if I had ever found the weapon, but that's okay. All right, let's do our opening hand here. And, maybe this practice makes perfect is pretty good. Perception might be good. Shortcut could be good. I didn't really find much use for this card, so I'll throw that back. We would like to find a weapon, so maybe I don't have the shortcut either. Let's go 2 more cards. All right, we did find the weapon. That's pretty good, especially if we get it out there before we draw that tarot card. So in this one, Midnight Masks, we've got 6 Doom until the next agenda, and we need to spend 2 clues to draw a top card of the Cultist deck. Where's the Cultist deck? Over here. Okay, we got 5 Cultists we could be spawning here. And we need to find as many of them as we can, add them to the victory display, and 6 of them are to complete the task. We can always resign. There's a resign here on agenda 1A. Okay. Well, I think I do want to put that Runic Axe out first. Nice to have some way to get some clues, or sorry, to do some damage. So we'll go down to 1 resource here. I believe actually I started at your house. Is that correct? Because we did not burn down the house. I think that is true. Yeah. Okay, little oopsie there, but we'll start here. And the Ghoul Priest is in the deck, by the way. It will spawn here otherwise. Um, that sounds pretty good. I could draw a card and gain a resource. That sounds like a pretty good thing I could do. Let's draw a card, gain a resource. Sorry, that was 4. Now we're at 2. We haven't seen this card yet. Guidance. Choose another investigate your location. Unfortunately, don't think we can make good use of this card other than the wild icon for a pretty good commit on a skill test. So that's nice to have. We could try to get a clue here. Our skulls are 0. So we could just go maybe 2 to 2. That's a -2. We don't have any cultists, so that's okay. All right, let's go to upkeep. A working a hunch. That'll help us get that clue. Pretty good. Okay, let's give this a shuffle, and then we've drawn a crypt shell. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. We don't want to lose our runic axe. So we might need to commit a few things for this. We could play this practice makes perfect. I might find us something. Maybe we have some practice skills that will help. Let's do that. Let's see if we can find in the top 9 cards something we can commit. We also could have just committed this as well on its own. We can't commit this, but we could commit this leadership, which is a +1. So maybe we can do that. Shuffle these in. All right, puts us at 3 to 4. We don't want to do anything else with that. Maybe we should go up 1 more. Up 1, I think, seems pretty good. So 2, 3, 4, 5 to 4. There we go. That's a 0. We do not lose our runic axe, and we get the leadership back in our hand. Wow, that's really great. Would have liked to play this thorough inquiry, but that's all right. Okay, we could use this action to draw a card and gain a resource again. That may not be a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's spend an action to draw a card, get a resource. Another vicious blow. I'm ready to fight some enemies. Let's do another investigate here at let's throw the perception out this one maybe at 4. -3 again. We've had some bad luck with that. Should we just use our working a hunch and leave? I think we will. We'll work a hunch here, and then our last action will be to move to Rivertown, and we know this is a 1-shroud location. We should have a better shot at that one. All right, let's go to upkeep. A stand together. Choose another investigator, your location. Both you and that investigator gain 2 resources. Unfortunately, I don't think we can play that card, so we will use it as a commit. All right, 2 doom out of 6. On Wings of Darkness. Okay, I don't think we can pass this test. There's 1+1 in the bag if we committed the leadership, but probably we shouldn't do that. We'll just take the 1 damage and 1 horror. Oh, there is a +1. Maybe I should have committed that leadership. So let's just take our damage and horror, and now we're still here anyway. I'd love to draw an enemy. This runic axe is kind of sick, but especially when we put 3 XP into Saga, I would like to be able to use this more than just than sitting there. So let's do an investigate at 2 to 1. Okay, that's a 0. Take a clue. I'm going to go ahead and spend those clues, and we're going to get a random cultist in play. So this is a second action. Ruth Turner. Okay, after she's evaded, we get to add her to the victory display. She spawns at St. Mary's Hospital. That's a bit harder for me to deal with. So I guess I can move and then move to her and then try to kill her. So let's go down to south side. Now that would be really good. We can find Leah Chandler. So I investigated, I spent, and I moved. So we'll have to do that next round. Let's go to upkeep. Selfless to a fault. Okay. At the end of your turn, if you did not commit at least 1 card to a skill test performed by another investigator this turn, take 1 horror and shuffle back to your deck. Unfortunately, I think I'll be taking a horror and shuffling it back into the deck. All right, we're at 3 out of 6. A locked door. Okay. We cannot get any clues here. That's okay. I don't think I need that clue. So let's take that action to search our deck for Lita. And then I'm going to play her, so that'll take me 2 actions. But she doesn't cost any resources, so that's pretty good. And that gives me another way to hopefully deal with this. I could move in here. She does only 1 damage, and then we can kind of beat up on her, but that's really only saving me 1 action. So let's just draw a card for our last action. Ooh, we could just get the clue this way. Let's do that. Now we can bypass that locked door problem. That was pretty good. Pretty clutch play, if I might say so. So we're going to shuffle this Selfless to a Fault back in after taking the Horror, and then we go to Upkeep. Hunter's Armor. Okay, this is a good way to prevent ourselves from dying too much. 4 out of 6. And Acolyte. Okay, we do actually want to kill this guy because the agenda will advance otherwise. So I'm going to have to put this maybe here and then go there and kill the Acolyte. So let's do that. And we'll worry about Ruth next turn. We go here. This is Miskatonic University. There's 2 clues here. Force Shroud. All right. And then we're going to need a fight. So because we know that this will replenish 2, I think I can spend like maybe 2 here. And this is going to give me +5. So 8 to 3. That beats basically everything, right? Yeah, that's a -2. I place a Doom in the nearest cultist enemy. That's this one. And then it's going to die. So that's pretty good. And then for my last action, I think we will gain a resource. And I want to walk in here again. I would like to play this Hunter's Armor. All right, Upkeep. Maybe I want to play both these Hunter's Armors. Well, we can't. They go in the body slot. Okay, 5 out of 6. A false lead. I do have 1 clue. It would be pretty unfortunate to lose this, but I don't think I can do anything about that. So we're just going to take this at 2 to 4. So I'm going to drop my clue on this High Shroud location, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, let's go after Ruth. So we're going to move here. Heal 3 damage. That's pretty good. But better would be to kill Ruth Turner. She's only got a 2 fight. So we're going to use the Runic Axe to do +2 and +1. So we need to use 2 of these. I made a mistake. I should not have used the ability to use accuracy twice. So I should have only been at 6, but that was my fault. Okay, so now we can do this at 3, 4, 5, 6 to 2. So I moved, and we'll do a fight. And we could use the Vicious Blow, but we'll hang on to those. Okay, -3. That's 2 damage. And then we're going to do the same thing. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a -0. And we've actually gotten 1 cultist. That's really good. All right. So we go to Upkeep. And we got our leadership back again. Going to go to 6 out of 6. So we're going to advance this agenda. And what's this? We've got another cultist. So it's engaged with me because I have the most clues, which is 0. And this is going to be 6 health. 6 health. Can't discover or spend clues. All right. We're going to take an encounter card, another false lead. I don't have any clues this time, so it gains Surge. And we've got a Hunting Night Gaunt. All right, we got a couple of tough enemies here. This one, thankfully, is a monster. So every time I attack it with Lita, that's pretty good. Now, what's the most amount of damage I can do here? So this can get me like 2 attacks with the Vicious Blow, maybe. That's tough. Maybe I get rid of the Night Gaunt first. So we need 6. You're not a monster, right? We might need to wait on that. So, like a Vicious Blow, Lita is 3. So let me spend 1. That's for 4. So we're going 3, 4, 5. 5 to 3. This is for 4 damage, I believe. I'm spending this charge for +1 damage. Let's throw out this leadership, maybe. So that gets me up 3. +1. All right. Hunting Night Gaunt is done, which leaves us with the um, the Masked Hunter. We might try to evade him at 2-2, just to avoid getting too much damage here. Let's do that first. -1. Okay, we fail. We want to try to get some damage onto him, but a 4 is pretty tough. Let's do a leadership and another runic axe. Charge for extra, maybe extra accuracy here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8-4. No, let's go 6-4. Extra damage. Very good. So that's going to be 3 damage. And that is my whole turn. Okay, I'm going to get attacked for 2 damage and 1 horror. We're going to put the 2 damage onto Lita. And also 1 onto Lita for that. Let's go to upkeep. Maybe we get something good here. We're selfless to a fault again. That's a bit unfortunate. 1 out of 8. An obscuring fog here. Okay, be tougher to get some clues. What are we going to do now? We need to fight this guy to the death. It doesn't have retaliate, so we just sort of go at it. I think we use both charges here and go 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4 for 2 damage. An Elder Sign. That's pretty good. So we do 2 damage, and we're going to draw a card. A practice makes perfect. Oh, I think we're going to find an overpower in our deck. So let's do another attack at 3, 4 to 4, and we're hoping to find an overpower. So looking at top 9 cards, we can use the overpower. There's also a fighting lessons, but we'll worry about that later. Okay. So again, I believe that's up 2. That's very good. That's 1 more damage, and we have defeated the Masked Hunter. This is going to go back in my hand. This does not, and I draw a card. Safeguard. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Can't use that. So that was, I believe that was 2 actions. Yes. So what about the rest of this scenario? I think we put down a hunter's armor, and then we'll worry about getting clues sometime later. So that's our last action. We'll take the horror here and shuffle this back in. Go to upkeep. Another runic axe. Okay, could be a good commit. 2 out of 8, hoping not to draw enemies. We're going to have to walk around and somehow get some more clues. This is kind of bad. Maybe we can get some more clues from like spending money. A hunting shadow. Well, I have to take 2 damage. So we'll take 1 here and 1 on the armor. Not much I can do about these locations now. So I could spend 1 action to heal 3 damage, but where else can I go? We've used our 2 working hunches, right? 1 perception. This isn't going to help us much. These might be easier locations. The graveyard might be somewhere we can go. Let's go ahead and heal the 2 damage for this, and then walk back to Rivertown. Maybe we can get some clues in the graveyard. Upkeep, a guard dog. That's pretty good if we ever run into something that needs to be killed that way. 3 out of 8. An acolyte kind of would be that way. Let's throw him in the graveyard and we can maybe pick up some clues there. Okay, so we'll move in here. There's a 1 shroud location. After you enter here, we need to test 3. Okay, so we'll go 3 to 3. We'll go up 1. No, it's -3. So I guess we're going to take the 2 horror here because I don't really want to move. So we'll take the 2 horror, and we are engaged with the acolyte. And we're going to try to maybe use the runic axe on this guy. We can use like this. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's toast. And then we'll try to investigate at 2 to 1. 2 to 1 for a clue. Very nice. Okay. We'll try to get maybe one more of these cultists. That'd be nice. Okay, fighting lessons. And our encounter card is another hunting shadow, but I can take the damage this time. So we'll do that. All right, let's investigate. An auto fail. Okay, we'll investigate again. Again, up 1. Good enough. And let's go ahead and spend these 2 clues so we can get our next random cultist in play. Wolfman Drew in downtown. I think we might be able to take care of this guy. We could move around. We've got a couple more rounds. So we'll go to upkeep. A thorough inquiry will get us a bunch of cards. Hey, it's the Ghoul Priest again. You know, he's a monster. Maybe we can take care of him with Lita. But he is going to go to your house. Let's think about that. Do we have enough juice to take care of the Ghoul Priest? We do extra damage. We could wait for him to move in. I don't want Lita to die. I also don't really want to be here. This is 4 damage. This is 5. It's kind of easier, right? But what we're supposed to do is get rid of the cultists. So I think I'm going to wait for the Ghoul Priest to move closer to me. This is even better for playing the guard dog. Yeah, but I need Lita. When he attacks, heal 1 damage. So we're just going to probably go attack him next round. So my last action should be draw a card. As you wish. Okay, can't use that card. 6 out of 8. I guess we don't have that much more time. An obscuring fog here. So we're just going to go over and try to kill this guy. Ghoul Priest is here. So move. And we're going to use accuracy and power twice, basically. That gets me to +3. That's 6 to 4. We can go 8 to 4 with this overpower. Nice. 4 damage. I draw a card. Okay, perception's pretty good. By the way, where are we? Heal 3 horror. And a couple clues there. And then we do this again. We'll commit the Runic Axe and the Guard Dog, maybe. Get us the same place. 8 to 4. Nice. Okay. That is 3 cultists down. That was our whole turn. So Ghoul Priest is going to move towards us this way. Maybe we can take him out next turn. Let's try. Upkeep. Overpower. We like that. However, I don't know. We might want to resign early. Let's see what we draw here. On Wings of Darkness. Okay. We're just going to fail this, I suppose. Okay. 0. But we're going to take a damage and a horror and move back here. We can kill the Hunter's Armor that way. I don't think we can't move and kill and resign, but I don't know how much I care about resigning. I do care about getting 2 victory points. So we need to get 2 attacks off. If I had a Vicious Blow, I think we could do it all in 1, because we're going to do 3 damage per attack. Okay. So let's move here. We engage the Ghoul Priest, and we're going to commit this Overpower and use the Runic Axe for +1/+1. That's 6, 8 to 4. That is a -2. There's no cultists. This is 3 damage. And then we just need to do 1 more. A shortcut. Huh. If only I'd drawn that a second ago, then I could have resigned. That's very funny. All right. Let's toss these fighting lessons out. That gets us to 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4, 7 to 4. That's the best I can do. -1. All right. 2 damage because of Lita. This is a monster. And that's our last action of the game. Oh, so close to being able to resign. Okay. We go to 8 of 8, and we go to R2. R2. So let's go ahead and check that out. Not a bad showing for Carson Sinclair. Okay. We get to record the unique cultists we got, which were 3, Ruth Turner, Masked Hunter, and Wolfman Drew. And then it is past midnight, and the Ghoul Priest is not alive anymore. So we earn 7 experience points because we did get victory off of this location as well. Okay. Very close. We could have gotten maybe one more thing, but I think our investigation power is a little bit weak, so maybe I need to get something to shore that up. I'm going to go ahead and pause and we'll play the next one. All right, we're here in the Devourer Below, and we're going to do some setup, but we first do our opening hand. I did upgrade, by the way, everything into the Runic Axe because I think this card is a really strong card, especially in Carson Sinclair. So we put all of it in. I've got our Script Weaver, so I can imbue the axe with up to 2 different inscriptions, and then Glory, which lets us draw a card, heal damage, or horror, and then Elders is maybe going to fix our clue getting problem, as well as make it cheaper, so -1 cost. All right, we actually drew it here in our opening hand, so we're probably going to keep it. These other cards are good, but maybe not as good as finding something else in our deck. What's this? On Wings of Darkness, you shouldn't be there. This is probably from the last scenario. Anyway, 4 more cards. Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate. Okay. Maybe I should have taken out these safeguards, but I like them for that 1 willpower icon. I think that's can be very useful in a scenario like this one. Okay, so we can't put the Runic X into play. We'll have to deal with the double first. But okay, what else happens here? We're going to randomly choose 4 of these Arkham Woods locations, and those go into play. And then the other 2 get removed from the game. And then without looking at it, we're going to get one of these Ancients of something. And that'll go into the encounter deck. So we'll see what that ends up being. We did kill the Ghoul Priest, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to add a Cultist token in, I guess, our Ellerthine token. I already did that. And then we need to put 2 names. Sorry, we have 3 names that got away, so we'll put 2 Doom on Agenda 1. It's a bit tough. Would have liked to have gotten, 4 interviewed instead of just the 3. However, it is past midnight, so we're going to discard 2 random cards from our starting hand. One of which is the Safeguard, and the other one is the Fighting Lesson. So it's very good that I didn't lose the Runic Axe, but I still have the Devil, so it's going to cost me some time. We're going to start here at the main path. I think I just take a resource and play these 2 cards. And that's just our opening hand. All right, let's go to the upkeep then. Make sure it's all shuffled. Okay, got the Working Hunch back. And we go to 3 Doom out of 4. Our first card is a Grasping Hands. For each point I fail by on an agility test, we'll take a damage. So what are our tokens here? I guess they're not so bad. A -2. That's going to be 3 damage. We'd love to find Lita Chandler, right? Okay. I guess I go look for clues. We need to spend 3 of them, so let's just, go to this one over here. Okay. After you enter this location, we're going to test Willpower 2, and we're just probably going to fail this. Yeah. We're going to take a damage and a horror. We cannot play our Working Hunch quite yet. We could take a resource and just play it and get out of here. Might want to build up a bit. I'll draw a card maybe. Oh, there is Lita Chandler. Okay. And then I will gain a resource. I'm not going to play the Working Hunch yet. No, maybe I should. I'll just take it. All right. We go to upkeep. Hunter's Armor. I did not spend the 2 resources. Okay. We're going to advance. So, we shuffle the encounter discard pile to the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until a monster enemy is discarded. That's pretty good because we have Lita now. Spawn that enemy at the main path, then place a Doom. All right, so that's not a monster. Monster. Here's a monster. Okay. 1 doom on it. And then this can go away. How much time do we have left? Each enemy gets +1 fight, +1 evade. So we're just going to go after them. We probably want to spend, like, glory maybe? Accuracy and glory or something. We don't have any clues here, but we can probably spend 2? No. Hang on, did I add 5, right? Yeah, this is 6 and 6. Yeah, I did it right, correct. Okay. We only need to spend 1 in case we fail. So we're picking glory and accuracy. So this gets me to 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is to 3. 6 to 3. -2 is very good. This guy dies, and I'm going to heal a damage. Okay. And then we need to get some more clues somewhere else. So let's move somewhere. Maybe we can use our Elder's ability or something. Okay. 1 clue there. Upkeep. A working hunch. That will do the trick. 1 out of 5. Ancient Evils. I can't do much about that. That's place 1 doom on the agenda. We'd like to draw an enemy. I think we just... So we can either bang our heads against the wall and... how many zeros are there? There's this many. I could go up 1 with the Hunter's Armor. Let's do that. Up 1. No. Okay. I think I'm willing to take 1 more shot at that. 0. No. Okay, I'm no longer willing to take a shot. I will take the two resources in the clue. And then we'll go back. Okay. Upkeep and overpower. So maybe I want to like move into another location and try to get the clues that way. 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5. That's not great. Okay, maybe we can find the one with a punch test. Ouch. Okay. We're gonna have to draw some cards. Because passing this test is unlikely. We draw another card. Okay. Upkeep. Guidance. Okay, so now we're gonna reset the agenda. And we're going to find a basic madness weakness because we're not passing this test. I mean, I could like spend all these cards, but I don't think that makes any sense. 0. That would have gotten us to like 5. Okay. So we need a random madness weakness. Let's go get one. Okay, let's see what we got. Madness gets us panic, parlay, draw, or investigate. That seems okay. We'll deal with that. We can heal. Play, investigate, draw. Okay. We do get a regular encounter card. We're hoping for an enemy here. Nope. We just can't play assets or events. All right. How are we going to get ourselves out of this location? How are we going to get this clue? So we can take 1 draw action and overpower again. Well, again, -2s would be good to beat. Getting myself up to 5 would be tough. 1, 2, up 1 we can do. Love to hit the practice makes perfect. Can't draw again. I can't investigate. So what can I do? I can try to move. Okay. We will attempt to move. All right. We're going to move back here. And then we can move again and see what is in this location. Okay. Agility. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Upkeep, a leadership. 1 out of 5. Okay. Hoping for an enemy. Okay, we got one. Take 1 horror. So this is the Agents of Cthulhu one. So we'll put the horror here. This is a monster. And we don't have the +1 fight or whatever for those at the moment. So we're going to try to kill this guy and get the clue. So I think we use +1 damage elders and the overpower. Okay. So that gives me, I think, 6 to 3. Is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. -1. Okay. So I succeed by 2. So I will get a clue. And this. Shortcut's really cool. And then this guy dies. Okay. We do have enough. We do have enough. However, I do know something about this scenario. So that was our first action. I think we do it. Okay, we're going to put the set-aside ritual site into play, and then we're going to get all of the cultists that we didn't kill before in here. Where are they? Hold on. Okay, we found them. They go to the main path. We have Victoria, we have Herman Collins, and we have Peter Warren. They are sitting here in the main path. I have 2 actions remaining. Okay. What I need to do is enter the ritual site. Okay, let's see. Herman wants us to discard 4 cards. Victoria wants to spend 5 resources. And we need to spend 2 clues for Peter Warren. I think we can't do that. We just need to do some killing. We might discard 4. That seems like reasonable. And this guy was, they all do exactly 1 damage. So if I move with an action, can I kill 1? This is going to be maybe a vicious blow. And then we're at the cards next round. Yeah. Can I not parlay with them? I can parlay with them. Doesn't say I can't. Okay. So they're all here. We're going to use the Runic Axe for our last action. And we're going to do 2 maybe? That's going to give me 4 things. Like Glory and Elders, but that doesn't really make much difference. Let me not do that then. Let's do an Overpower. 1 is going to be the Glory and Damage. And then we'll do Vicious Blow. And this is on Peter Warren, I suppose. What's this get me to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 2. -2, place 2, 1 doom on the nearest enemy. That's going to be on Peter Warren. And that's going to go away. So he's going to go in the victory display because he's dead. I'm going to draw a card and I'm going to heal a something. Another shortcut. Okay. Let me think. Heal, I guess it's probably the horror this time because we're going to get Herman's thing. Okay. We'll be taking some damage though. So we'll take 2 damage and 1 horror. We don't care about this, I don't think. Parlay, draw, investigate. Yeah. Okay. Upkeep. Another vicious blow. That's really nice. And then we're going to go to 2 out of 5. A Dreams of Relia. Ouch. Can't take too much horror now. It's only 5 sanity. Okay. I think we lose the 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Parlay. Can't investigate or draw. And I don't have enough resources, so we're just going to die. We're going to Runic Axe for extra damage and accuracy. So 3, 6 to 3. Okay, very nice. And then we're going to go Glory Accuracy. 6 to 3. That is a -0. So you're dead, and we're going to heal the damage. Okay. I can shortcut, but I can't investigate again. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this. In fact, we need to dump that instead. Okay, I'll shortcut myself into the ritual site, and I believe I have to advance. Okay. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. So I'm gonna have one more action. Discard cards until we get an enemy, and then it goes to the ritual site. Okay. Okay, there we go. This might be our way of getting through this. Okay. We want to kill this guy, and we want to use elders, I think. So we'll use accuracy and elders and go 6 to 2. Last action. Because I parlayed, I fought. Actually, I'm not sure if I had too many actions to fight. I think that was my last action. I think I'm done. I'll have to check the tape. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we get hit for 1 and 1. So we'll do 1 damage here, 1 horror here. And then we go to upkeep. Okay. 3 out of 5. We've drawn another enemy. I mean, the upside here is that this gets us maybe a few clues. How many do we need? We need 2 clues. I don't know if we can pass that other test, but we take a horror, and let's get to chopping. So we need to do elders and accuracy, like I said before. So 3, 6 to 2. That does not work. Okay, we go again. Same thing. We succeed by 1 only, so we will not get a clue. And then there's you. So I think we just have to try to get lucky here. 3, we'll use accuracy and elders, I guess. So this is going to get us to 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. -1 is 6 to 3. That succeeds by enough. We'll get 1 clue. And this guy dies. Okay. Upkeep. Another Runic Axe. 4 out of 5. This could be the end. It's because we have 1. Yeah, this is probably the end of our story. So let's just commit everything, and we're going to see what happens. 3 to 3. Ah! They got me. All right, so 1 damage here, 1 horror here, and then 2 more here, and that matches our sanity. And we have been defeated. Pretty good showing, though, for solo Carson Sinclair. So Arkham succumbed to Murdoch's terrible vengeance, and each surviving investigator is killed. We lost the campaign. But I had a pretty good time, and I hope you enjoyed this as well. Hard to keep a straight face with this one. It was an absolutely silly idea, but I have to laugh at how far we actually went. Originally, I mean, you could see I was probably like, let's just see what happens here. And then there was a little bit of a flip of switch in this scenario where it's like, can I do this? Can I actually do this? I mean, this card does a lot, right? I did put all 10 XP into it, so that should be as expected, but that's what happens when you have no ability and no stat line. You actually can make it fairly far in this game. Happy April Fools, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.